According to the United Nations, in 2014, landmines and explosive hazards killed approximately 10 people each day, most of which included children, women, and the elderly. Scattered in some 57 countries and 4 territories, landmines and other explosive hazards are an ongoing reminder of conflicts which have been over for years or even decades. As an advocate for those affected by landmine violence, I ask you to join with me in this discussion as we discover the ways in which the United Nations Mine Action Service acts against this human rights violation, and you'll learn how you can play an important role in helping combating this human rights issue. The United Nations Mine Action Service dedicates itself to prevent and assist those affected by landmine violence, ensuring the human right to peace and security. As human beings, we have the responsibility to learn about issues that plague our brothers and sisters worldwide. There is hope for those affected by landmine violence, but it is up to us to transport this issue into greater importance and prevalence. Today, we will focus on the ways in which the United Nations Mine Action Service works to solve landmine violence through clearance, education and advocacy, and assistance. The first step in solving this problem is by getting to the root of it through the physical clearance of landmines. The United Nations Mine Action Service focuses on humanitarian mine clearance, a slow but steady process that directly combats the effects of mine laying. Demining is the term that is used that encompasses the surveying, mapping, and marking and eventual removal of landmines. However, this process can be very dangerous and slow. Although demining has been given top priority, Miki Habib for the International Journal of Advanced Robotics System continues, current mine clearing operation is a labor-intensive, slow, very dangerous, expensive, and a low technology operation. The current rate of humanitarian mine clearing is about 100,000 per year. It is estimated that the current demining rate is about 10 to 20 times slower than its laying. Because this process is seen as slow and dangerous, the United Nations Mine Action Service is now switching to focus to educate the public and advocating against the manufacturing of landmines. This pairs with demining to return the human right of peace and security back to civilians. United Nations Mine Action Service's next steps after landmine removal is to educate those affected by landmines and to safely destroy stockpiles of these mines. A vital resolution to the landmine violence in our world today is to destroy the harvested mines while safely educating civilians about this issue. The United Nations Mine Action Service does this by providing the technical means to help with the destruction of hazardous explosives. This has led to some extremely hope-giving statistics. According to the United Nations, 65 countries have now destroyed their stockpiles of anti-personnel landmines, destroying a combined total of more than 37 million mines. Another 51 countries have officially declared not having a stockpile of anti-personnel mines, and a further 3 countries are scheduled to destroy their stockpiles by the end of the year. The United Nations Mine Action Service also works with groups, either directly impacted or not, to spread the awareness of this human rights violation. According to the United Nations, the Mine Risk Education, or MRE, refers to the educational activities aimed at reducing the risk of injury from landmines and unexploded ordnance by raising awareness and promoting behavioral change through public information campaigns, education and training, and liaison with the communities. After reviewing some of these solutions that the United Nations Mine Action Service has enabled, what can we do as global citizens to help those affected by landmine violence? Demining, destruction of mines, and awareness and prevention of landmine violence are all productive resolutions to the human rights violation of landmine violence. The United Nations Mine Action Service dedicates itself to prevent and assist those affected by landmine violence, ensuring the human right to peace and security. It is our job to advocate and spread awareness about landmine violence. This issue affects millions of our global brothers and sisters worldwide. As global citizens, it is our chance to step up and fight for the right of peace and security of every victim and future victim of landmine violence.